Hello, my galactic soul family. Welcome back. And for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome, 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 welcome. Let me introduce myself so you guys know who you are listening to and who you're looking at. So, my name is Gabbie. I am an intuitive empath that also goes by the name Witchy Vibes 11, hence the handle on my YouTube that you guys see wherever it's at, up in somewhere, maybe it's down below down there. I have many identities and I play many character roles in this lifetime, in this awakening that we're all experiencing. I also play the role of a student on this planet, on Gaia, on Earth. I'm also a witch, aka healer. So Witchy Vibes 11 is Healer Vibes 11 or Healing Vibes 11. I'm a starseed. I'm a light worker, a light warrior. You'll see a lot of my warrior fire in a lot of my videos. I'm a teacher. I'm also a daughter. I'm a wife. I'm a student. I'm a sister. I'm also a pain in the ass to some people. And for other people, I'm a villain in their storyline. So why does this matter? You might be asking, why does that matter? Like, we just want to watch the video. So get on with it. Why does this even matter? Because today, in this video, we're going to be talking about energy, and that's why it matters. It's my introduction, and I will explain. So no matter how I identify as, I'm just a frequency coding you. You're not here by coincidence. It wasn't a mistake. You are here for a reason. You were guided here. I'm coding you. It might even be for a split second. You might even stay for the whole video. My frequency is called Gabbie. I'm just another soul that heard the call, that volunteered to come here and experience this shift in this human 3D dense skin suit, this avatar that you're looking at. I also came here to find my soul family, my soul group, and help guide my soul fam to wake up. Not just to wake up, but to share the puzzle pieces that I've picked up on my journey. Because we're all trying to put these puzzle pieces together, and sometimes we just need a little help doing that. So I'm here to help my soul family wake up and remember why we are here, and help guide them through this ascension, to guide them through these energy shifts that we're going through, that we're experiencing. I'm also here to learn. I signed up to come here to learn and to teach, because I teach you guys, I share with you guys everything that I learn. So I come to learn, teach, and heal. I feel I'm also here to download those of you that are watching, to download you and any soul that I come into contact with my light codes. So I don't just exist. I'm not here on accident. I wasn't a mistake. This is not an accident. Being born to come into Gaia was not an accident. I was created and brought into this matrix program for a specific purpose, just like you. So just being here to exist could make a huge difference to the souls that you come in contact with. I know that I'm here for a purpose, and it will make a huge difference to the souls that I connect with and to those that need to connect. So those that need to connect, they will. And the ones that will, do. And you're still here. And you'll probably be here for the whole video, even though you know already that this video is well over an hour. I just started. I'm only a couple minutes in and I already know it's going to be an hour because it's impossible for me to do short videos. We're all here for a reason and we all have a purpose. So let's enjoy the moments that we have and move into the vibration of love, and let's try not to fall victim to the programming that we were born into. The programming is your challenge. And, it's here to keep you from remembering that you have a soul purpose. And I talked all about this in my last video, Transhuman 2.0. I talked all about, I think somewheres in the beginning of the video, I started talking about the Matrix program and what I received from my guides. What the download that I received was about the Matrix programming and what it's all about. So I'm not going to get into that here. Being born into this program is your challenge, right? Because we're born into this Matrix program. And it's here, this program that we're born into, it's put in place to keep you from remembering that you have a soul purpose. And it will put you on a different path than the path that you came in to be on. It will detour. It'll put you on a detour from your divine path. That's not always a bad thing, being put on a detour, because that detour can teach you a lot about yourself. But the goal is to remember who you are while you're taking a detour. Maybe a detour is part of the plan. Anyways, a detour is not always a bad thing. Time, it's a scenic route. Sometimes taking a detour takes longer to get to your destination. And that's okay, because you get to see so many different things along the way. So many things that you were not planning on seeing. And it's a beautiful thing. So let's talk energy in a spiritual sense. Let's talk about how to raise your vibration so that we can live in a more harmonious, loving frequency as a collective. Okay? To enter this love frequency, you will need to be consciously aware to change your vibration, to change your vibe. You have to be constantly aware. You constantly have to be consciously aware, is what I wanted to say, of your vibe. You're gonna have to train yourself. Awareness is key, and awareness is something that you're gonna have to train yourself to be aware. Be aware consciously all the time. You constantly have to be aware consciously. Consciousness and vibrational frequency go hand in hand. So consciousness, there's a lot of this lingo in the spiritual community. If you're new to the spiritual stuff, there's a lot of lingo that you need to get up to speed with. Not to say that you don't know what consciousness means. But consciousness is the state of being awake and aware of your surroundings. Living in the moment is a good practice of awareness. For me, it looks like this. I sometimes just sit. I could be sitting right here in the kitchen and breathe. And I look out the window and I watch the cars go by. I watch the blue jays fly out of the tree. I watch the cats as they run across the road. I live in the country, so there's not really much to see but tractors, trucks, birds, and stray cats from this spot in the cornfields. So I just sit and breathe. And I listen. I listen to what's going on around my house, what's going on outside if the window's open. I listen to what's going on around me and I take it all in. And then after I take it all in, I send love out to everything that I gained awareness to by being still. Now, vibrational frequency Each vibration has a frequency. When it comes to spiritual vibrations, these frequencies occur on a scale from low to high. We create the vibe. You are responsible for your vibration. Okay? You can't point your finger and blame your bad mood or your happiness on somebody else. You are responsible for the way you feel. You are responsible for your vibe. No exceptions. You're not a victim. You're a creator. Okay? So we create the vibe. We are responsible for how we feel. We, you, I, we are all energetic beings made up of light energy. And the movement of this energy creates what is known as our frequency. Frequency vibration. Our energy can move at a very high vibrational frequency. I guess, well, we could. We do have beings that we connect with that are vibrating at a much higher vibrational frequency that we are. And we can't even see them unless you're tapped in, you're tuned in, and you've been working on your energy and you know how to raise your frequency up to, a higher vibrational frequency so that you can communicate, and that they kind of lower theirs so that they can match your frequency. But I'll save that for another video. But that's kind of what's going on when you're communicating with your guides and spirits and angels. Anytime that they communicate with you, they literally have to change their frequency to a little bit of a lower to come to match yours. And you always have to change yours to higher to match theirs so that you guys can find a place to meet, to communicate. So let this truck go by so you can hear me. So our energy can move at a very high vibrational frequency, and a higher frequency vibration. Those higher frequency vibrations are produced by love, by positivity. Anytime that you feel love, sympathy, confidence, gratitude, you're producing a high frequency vibration. These lights, lights bouncing vibrations, they make you feel more energetic and cheerful, which will, when you're happy and you're feeling good and you're feeling joy and you're feeling excited and you're just like, this is like when you're happy, you're flowing and you're like, everything is light and airy. And when you feel like that, you feel good. You feel more energetic and cheerful, which will bring you into a better state of health, mentally, physically, and spiritually. It'll bring you happiness because you'll attract more things that make you feel good, things that make you feel happy. So happiness and prosperity. And then there's lower frequency vibrations. They're produced by the opposite of love: fear, negativity, Debbie Downers. Excuse me. Anytime you feel anxiety, anger, fear, jealousy, hatred, you're producing a low frequency vibration. And that's like, you're not like, even saying low frequency, even telling you about low frequency vibrations, I can't do this and say low frequency vibration because my body's like, boo, 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 boo. It made me just feel heavier. I feel like my shoulders are slouched forward. I feel heavy. I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders right now. just saying, just explaining to you what a low frequency vibration is. I don't feel this high frequency vibration where you're like, flowy. It feels non-flowy. It feels like I'm an anchor, and I'm anchoring down, 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 deep. Like I'm finding it hard to get up, to be happy, which is what fear will do to you. It'll make you feel like you need to hide and close yourself in. You feel sadness, and you feel tight in the chest. Your stomach starts to hurt. And when your stomach hurts, you lean forward. You feel sick. You get sick. And then you're like, why me? And you're a victim. Then you put yourself, you identify as a victim. Why me? Why is this happening to me? And then that's the energy that you're putting out there. And the more of that, why me? Why are you doing this to me, that you're putting out there? Oh, I'm so broke. I'm so fat. I'm so ugly. I'm so broken. I don't know. Whatever people say that are negative. You're going to start eating more, and you're going to get fatter because you're not going to want to lose weight because you're so depressed. You're going to be more broke because you don't have the desire to get out there because you feel you're in that vibration of low. So you don't have the desire to get up, to go out and do what it is that you've dreamt about doing before you put yourself in this lower frequency. And then you're just going to keep attracting moments that are low vibrational. You probably lose your job. You'll probably lose your house. You probably will be late on bills because you're just so low and so negative. And that's all you'll keep attracting is negative if you stay in that vibration. Right? These low, heavy vibrations will drag you down, which will bring you the opposite of love. We are surrounded by energies. Everything is energy. The chair I'm sitting in is energy. This cup that I think I'm drinking out of, that I'm getting a liquid out of, is energy. Everything's energy. The computer's energy. You looking at me is energy. The trees outside is energy. Everything's energy. The people that are around you is just more energy. Their words are energy. Everything. And once you switch your perspective on life and you look at everything as energy, you may see the world differently. Because I remember when people told me everything was energy, and I'm like, yeah, like it really didn't sink in. But the longer I was on my path, it started to sink in. Like, I get it now. I'm at a different level of getting it, of what it means that everything is energy. I might not be where like Nikola Tesla was or anything like that, like on those kind of levels, but I get it. I look at everything, and everything has its own energetic signature. And the energy that we are creates, we're light, but we're light that created this dense matter. And we're in a dense reality, in a dense dimension. And it's kind of crazy because we're in this density, right? And we're losing some of this density within ourselves, even with around us. The world is shifting and changing, and everything is shifting so the earth is resonating at a different frequency. It used to be 7.83, and now it's like 8.0, and there's days when it's even higher, but on a regular, it used to be regularly always 7.83. Now when you look at it, it's rarely ever 7.83. It's usually like 8.0 or higher. Sometimes it even drops lower than that 7.83, but Earth is hovering at that 8.0, and like I said, higher. Her energy is definitely switching, and this is because where she's, navigating to out there. again, I talked about that, I think, in my last video. So I'm not going to go too much into that. Just know that the earth is shifting and we live on her. So we're going to resonate. We're going to entrain with her energy and resonate in her energy. So if her energy rises, we're a part of her. Our energy rises. If something happens and shifts with her that makes her change, the shifts will affect us and we will have to do the same thing. Okay? It's like the cycle of life. And that's what's taking place for us. This energy cycle is shifting. I just had a download right now as I was thinking. Like how we went from regular light bulbs, I don't know what they're called, iridescent maybe? I don't want to sound stupid. Regular light bulbs that were not LED. Which I did try to go find non-LED light bulbs the other day. So I took out every LED light bulb in my house. When they blow out, I'm going to get those light bulbs that are not LED that people buy for their lizard to put into lizard tanks. Not the hot one. The one that has like the light frequency of the sun. Like for not just lizards, but like that they buy for their plants when they're growing plants, you know, when they're seeding and stuff. I'm going to put those in my house. I heard they're good for you. They help with seasonal depression. So that might be a good thing. I did find some of those. They were not LED. Okay. So while I was recording and telling you guys about the light bulbs, I got technical difficulties again. And my computer froze up. And my program that I used to record stopped working. And then it wouldn't work. Same thing happened to me when I tried to do the transhuman 2.0 video. I told you guys how many times it took me to record that video. And it only happens when I give you guys information. I feel like telling you about how bad LEDs are because they're really bad for you. And telling you that they don't sell the regular light bulbs. And then telling you to get those light bulbs that you use on your plants so that your plants can grow that mimic the sun. I feel like that's helpful information for you. Healthy information for you. And the powers that be, they don't like that. And because we are in this war for your soul, and it has to do with AI. Of course, they can manipulate the program that I'm using to put this recording out there. They can make it as difficult as they want to. So that was just weird, and I wanted to share that with you. Anyways, I started to go off the rails a little bit, get off the subject, but I kind of just wanted to share that about the light bulbs that crossed my mind. And then I think I got a channel message or something. A download came to me while I was talking. I don't remember now. I'll remember when I do the back play, but anyways. Sometimes I feel like I should do these videos live. But when I think about going live, I get nervous. I've been asked to go on people's shows so that they can talk to me, to do live shows, like an interview. And I'm like, I'll let you know. I have to check my schedule. I'm busy. I'm not busy. I'm never fucking busy. Sometimes I am busy. I'm not as busy as I used to be, but, oh my God. Oh, I was going to show you. When I said that, it was 11:11, and then when I went to show you, it popped to 11:12 like that quick. Spirit is calling me out. Yeah, bitch, you ain't busy. Go do the damn live. And I know. You have to get past your fears. I don't know why I'm that way. I've done lives before, and I'm good at it once I get there. But I don't know. I just think about, that's what the problem is, thinking too much. I gotta stop thinking and just go bink and hit the live button and just go live and just do it. Just do it. Back in the day when I used to drink, I would have went live all day with you. It's that liquid courage. This drinking when you're doing, it's like drinking and doing karaoke. Like, I won't do karaoke unless I'm drinking. Will I do karaoke now that I don't drink? Probably not. I don't know. But yet, I will record myself singing in the car, and then I will share it on all my social media sites. Anyways, I'm like, we're surrounded by energies all the time. We're surrounded by energies that can manipulate or shift our vibrational energy. And we need to train ourselves to be aware of what a shift from a high frequency feels like to a low one. And we need to practice tuning. And that's why meditation, even though that may sound very cliche, I don't know if that's cliche anymore, actually. Like back in the day when spirituality was not cool, that was like the cliche thing to say. But now that spirituality is cool, air quotes for you guys that are not looking cool, meditation is not so airy-fairy BS anymore. It's not cliche to tell somebody to meditate, right? It used to be. It used to be like embarrassing to tell somebody, I'm going to go meditate. Like it was like a secret. If you saw me in the yard sitting like, and somebody came out and was like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, nothing. Now I'm like, I'm meditating. I'll stand in the kitchen and I'll be doing tree pose, looking out the window, and I'll have my eyes closed and I'll just be breathing. And my husband will walk in behind me. He'd be like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm meditating. Now I don't care. I don't give a rat's ass. Probably because it's cool now. No, it's just, I'm just so used to it. I'm just on a different level in my journey, I guess, that I'm comfortable with what I'm doing and I know that it works. Meditating works. So it's not embarrassing for me to tell you that I'm meditating because I know that it's good for me and I know it works, even though I was just joking about it. So we need to learn how to tune. We need to learn how to be aware of our vibration. Awareness is key. Awareness will always be key. Okay. And we need to, when you're aware, when you're practicing awareness, which is a good practice to be in, you'll always be aware, not always, but a good percentage of the time, you may be aware of your vibration. And you may be able to spot when you go from a high feeling good vibration to a low, I don't feel good vibration. And when you're aware of your energy, you could say, okay, I need to tune. I need to change this. Sometimes when you've been practicing this for so long, meditation only takes about a second to bring yourself centered and focused and out of being down here to being back up here. But if you're not there yet, practicing meditation is good because it teaches you awareness. It teaches you how to be in the moment. And grounding is important. I ground all different kinds of ways. I meditate all different kinds of ways. And I share that in a lot of my videos. Eating grounding foods is good. Is a good practice for grounding, for health, for body health. But like a quick close your eyes, and I mean the one that everybody always talks about is being a tree and how the roots go all the way down into the earth, which I kind of think is stupid. Because tree roots don't even go all the way down into the earth. Tree roots actually go like how the tree branches go like this and spread. That's how trees are in the ground. So when you dig up a tree, you're not digging a big hole because you want to take up the roots like as if the tree was a sunflower. Sunflower roots go really, really long and go all the way down into the ground. And when you dig up a tree, the roots actually span outward. So you'd have to dig up a bigger hole around the tree to bring up the whole tree without damaging the roots. Anyways, I thought I'd just share that with you guys because I don't know why people think they image a tree to be like that. I mean, but it's your grounding meditation. So if you want your tree to have roots that go all the way down to the core of the earth, I mean, you are the creator. Your tree can do whatever the hell it wants to do. But, so I changed it from a tree to like a sunflower because I garden and I know sunflower roots go down and they're deep. And I just anchor into the core of the earth and then I bring energy up the roots and create an energy bubble around my body. And then I create like a barbed wire electrical fence around the bubble. And then I create some little sparkly dust, gold orbs inside. And my bubble has 3 angels, 1, 2, 3, that protect my bubble. And then I created these lions that fly. There's 3 of them. 1 always goes with me and the other 2 stay on the bubble. And that's the image I put around my body when I leave to go out to mingle with people so that their energy don't affect mine and it can't penetrate through my bubble. But I don't always do that and I forget. So when I remember, so today I'm going to take my daughter to the carnival. So now that I'm telling you guys about it, I'll probably do it. And tomorrow I probably won't have that hangover feeling that I had when I took her to the last carnival. I don't drink. So the next day after I took her to the carnival, I was exhausted. I felt like I had a hangover and I didn't even drink anything. Alcohol. I didn't drink any alcohol. So anyways. See, this is why my videos are so long because I talk a lot. Gabrielle, Gabbie. That's why they nickname me Gabbie. Anyhow, meditation and grounding, what it's doing is it's bringing you in a state of awareness by being in the moment so that you can assess what that moment feels like for you. If you're not grounded, you will not tune into the program of love or into the energy of love or a higher frequency that matches your vibration or the vibration that you want to be matched with. It will pull you into a lower frequency and you will attract lower frequency events, situations, and people into your presence. Okay? So I told you earlier that I'm coding you with my light. I don't literally have to be with you physically to code you with my light. I'm coding you with my light. You're listening to me. My voice is coding you. The tone of my voice is coding you. If you're watching this and it's a visual, my visual is coding you. And not only am I coding you, you are also coding others with your light when you're around them or when they see you on video or whatever. So I'm coding you, you're coding other people, we're all coding each other, we're coding the world, right? We all have an energy signature. All of us, human beings. We're hues of light, just being what we are, energy. So shine your light. You are the one that controls the way you shine your light. You control your shine. Are you a dim light or are you a bright light? That's up to you. We all have an energy signature in our energy field around us. This energetic field is called the aura. Some people call it the aura. It's your light. Sometimes it has colors. I don't see colors. Rarely do I see colors. When I was younger, energy. And I can see how little it is, and I can see how big it is when it's surrounded by your body. When I'm talking to you, I could see it. Usually people that are like this are high energetic, happy, and when it's like this, they could be sick, low vibration, sad, depressed. And if I focus in on it, then I can see a color. but I don't do that all the time. But sometimes I do get curious and I'll be like, what color is that person? And then I'll start to see like a pink or a blue or a yellow. I see whatever they are. I'll see different colors. And not just people have that, by the way. Rocks have it, trees have it, animals have it. Anyways, that aura is your energy. It's your light. And this light connects us to everything. Other people, animals, nature, the planet, the universe. That's why the program of love is important to reside in, because you can easily code people with a low vibrational frequency and imprint a low vibe code into their reality, onto them, and into them, onto them, into them. And that could affect your surroundings. Our energy is electric and it's magnetic. It is our life. Our energy is our life. It's our power. We use it to create and we use it to attract. Create, attract. Electric, magnetic. So it attracts experiences in the world to match our energetic field. So when I ask my guides if we are electric and if we're magnetic, if we're both, when I asked that question, at the time, they showed me a visual. They showed me an image of cells, the heart, and the brain. You can attract and receive low and high frequencies depending on the heart, brain, and cells. Because you feel, think, and create. Because you are magic with a K. You're magic with a K. You are electric. That energy is the power you use to create. Desire creates thoughts, and thoughts create feelings and emotions. Emotions are energy in motion. I know a lot of you that are in this spiritual community, most of you guys know that already. Emotions, energy in motion. Your words are the actions, and your heart feels and it creates, drawing in what your heart desires. You're a flesh computer. You're also divine. We're so clueless on how amazing we truly are. It's because we don't know how to be this flesh computer. We don't know how to access the programs within our flesh computer, right? We don't know how to access our divinity, our power, our energy source the correct way. We only know how to create in the vibration of fear, because fear has been beat into us. Beat into us. We see it, we hear it. Television, mostly. We only know how to create in the vibration of fear, because fear is used on us, and it's always been used on us. It's still being used on us. Confirmation. Fear is used on us, and we are programmed to use fear on others. When we don't like a situation, we use fear. We use fear to get what we want. Most of us do, because that's how we're programmed. When you're a victim and you feel like a victim, you use fear on the other person. So we're programmed to use fear on others, and that fear shuts us down like a virus, and then it infects the love program that's built into us. It infects the love program that we were born with. That's the point of this video. well, the point of this video is awareness, energy, awareness of your power, awareness that you are energy, that you are a vibe. You're a whole vibe. So awareness of energy and frequency is also the point of this video. So I'm trying my best to translate into words what I receive in my automatic writing. Because when I'm journaling, it turns into automatic writing sometimes, and that's how I get my content to do my videos. And sometimes when I'm writing, whatever I put on paper, sometimes I have to reread it because I can't read it because of my writing so sloppy. It's not my writing. It turns out to be another, looks different than my handwriting. And sometimes while I'm doing automatic writing, I'll get really good ideas, really good downloads. I'll get images in my head. I'll get random words in my head. Sometimes I have to look these words up because I have no idea what they mean. And then when I create the video, I have to translate what I received in my automatic writing, or when I'm doing a channeling, when I'm just, randomly like sitting around or taking a shower, because a lot of my channelings come when I'm in the shower. I have to translate the images. So they'll show me an image and give me a feeling, and I have to translate what that is. Sometimes they tell me, but not all the time. It's usually a really quick like that. You get a lot of information in that fast, in the snap of a finger, that fast. You get a whole lot of stuff. So I try my best to translate into words what I get in my automatic writing and channeling. So I automatically just write without thought, and sometimes I write what I'm being shown and what I feel from my guides, and then I translate it to you guys. So if I articulate it in a way that you don't understand, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. Spirit agrees. So anyways, when you're in a low frequency, you're in a decreased state of consciousness, and your perception is limited, and you are driven by fear, and you live in fear, and fear limits the way you think, and it limits the actions that you take or that you want to take. Perception is the ability to see. It's also the ability to hear or to become aware of something through your senses. Seeing, hearing, through your senses. And if you're in a vibration of fear, your perception is limited. So when you're in a high frequency, you're in an increased state of consciousness, and your perception is heightened. You see better, you hear better, you're picking up on your surroundings better. So the lower your vibrational frequency is, the less you're able to comprehend, because your ego, so we're going to talk about your ego for a minute, because your ego is restricting the flow of life force and source energy. It's also restricting the flow of intuition and love through your body, through your mind, and your soul. Ego, okay? It's not a bad thing. A lot of people they consider it a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But if you allow it to take over and control you, it will keep you in a very selfish, defensive, victim mentality way. Okay? And then that's when ego's like, that's when your ego sucks. That's when your ego is like a bad thing. We'll get to that, because I'm going to tell you in a minute that there is no positive, negative. Hold on. I'm jumping ahead. So if your ego is under control, so if you're working on your ego and it's under control, If it's working in the emotion of love, emotion, energy of love, so energy in motion, in the motion of love, then the ego is in a role of protection, which it should be, protection, guidance with love, and it's an open channel to flow. It's an open channel to allow energy to flow, to help you navigate mindfully and lovingly, to stay aware and be protective. Or you're not protected. So the ego is there to allow you to do everything that you want to do in life, to have your human experiences, but it's guiding you with love and protection. But if you don't have that love energy in that ego, it will still guide you, but it'll make you very defensive, very low vibrational, pushy, selfish. You don't want to be around that. Narcissist is the first thing that comes to mind when your ego is not in check. You are working in that program of narcissism. If it's an emotion of fear, energy and motion of fear, it's protecting the wounded warrior. It's boasting. It's angry. It's a victim. It's in a fear mode. It's in a low frequency of guilt, shame, etc. Ego is a person's sense of self-esteem or self-importance. Your ego serves a very important spiritual role. It gives us it gives us a distinct personal identity. So let me ask you, who are you? Who do you want to be? What role are you playing here? What role do you want to be in? What energy signature do you want to imprint onto others? Check your ego at the door. Check your ego. Train your ego. Awareness. Awareness is key. Love. Tuning. Grounding. Meditating. All of those things will help you reprogram your identity. You have to deprogram from the program that you were born into. Take yourself out of this fear programming that has been put into your whole entire body. You have to change your whole life. Going through this ascension will change your whole life. It's like being reborn again. You have to learn how to be a different person. You have to die from the old program. You have to die to be reborn into the light. A spiritual death. Think about that for a second. I don't know. When I think about that, it just blows my mind. So it's very common for some spiritual people to consider having an ego as a negative thing. But the truth is, ego is not negative. Thoughts based in fear are negative. Ego is ego. It's not negative or positive. We need ego to align and live a balanced life. Whatever that means to you personally. This is a solo journey. This is your journey, not your mother's, not your father's, not your husband, not your wife's, not your children's, yours. Let them live their life. You live your life. That's where boundaries comes into play, but I'll save that for another video. It's your experience. What you think determines whether you are aligning with negative or positive. It's the structure in your brain that gives a person's identity. Who are you? I finally understand what the caterpillar was asking Alice. For years, I was like, I don't get this movie. Going through my awakening consciously, Alice in Wonderland is not crazy at all. It's not a crazy movie, not like I thought it was. I totally get it. There's another one too. Try to think of the name. Oh, I can't think of the name right now. It's with the dragons. Oh, I hate when that happens to me, but she plays the role of, you know, trying to find out who she is too. It's like her name is on the tip of my tongue. My brain is buzzing right here. It's like, I know it. I'm gonna blurt it out at some point in the video. I know you guys know. I know you guys are tapping in. You're like, it's the dragon movie. It's gonna bug me. If I complete this video and I don't tell you what it is, I'm going to Google it, go to little random words until the movie title comes out. And then I'll just type it on the bottom with a little asterisk. Be like, by the way, this is what I was trying to tell you guys. Because shit like that bugs me. Anyways, with that being said, who are you? What role do you play in this matrix? Are you playing the abused, neglected child that had parents that were addicted to drugs and alcohol? And all you talked about is the abuse you had to live through your whole life. Go like this. And you complained so much about your past, and that's why your life is XYZ today, because, you know, you were the abused child that had drug alcoholic parents, you were molested, and that's how you identify as today. And you find people that identify like that too, so that you guys can make a connection, so you guys can continuously talk about this, and then you guys all just play the violin for each other. I'm not trying to be insensitive, because I just gave you a glimpse into my life. I was that child. So I used to play that little violin for myself. My life sucks because... And then one day I was like, I'm not a victim. I was giving my power away for so many years. I am not a victim. Fuck that. Fuck them. Fuck my old life. I forgive my parents today. Of course, I talked to both of them. I feel like if they would have known better back then, they would have done better. We're all having a journey, right? We're all on a journey. We're all here learning something. And I chose them. Before I was born, I chose them. I was going to say their names, but I won't do that to them. I chose them. I was going to be like, you're going to be my mom. You're going to be my dad. You're going to be my half-sister. You're going to be my brother. We're all going to love each other. Then we're going to hate each other. And then your guys are going to drink a lot. And I'm going to learn from that. And then you're going to do drugs. And then this is what's going to happen in my life. And that's what needs to happen in my life so that I could get out there and start my journey at 15 years old. Because I'm such a hardhead. I don't get it because I am naive. And I believe anything. And I need to go through a lot of shit before I get it. So I chose all that. And I'm okay with that. Because it made me the person that I am today. And I'm happy that I went through that. Because I'm just happy that I went through that. because I feel like I'm an awesome person. So I'm not the victim of parent neglect, even though I used to play that role, right? But you can also choose to be the leader, the lead role. You could choose to change your story, which I have done. You don't want to be the victim. You don't want to be the person that, you don't want to be like the child that experienced trauma and lives that trauma every day of your life into adulthood. At some point, you're going to be exhausted of telling that story, or you would think you'd be exhausted telling that story. Some people are not. I know people that are. They love their story. They love the people that they attract, because there's so many people out there that have a lot of trauma in their life, and they all relate to one another, and it seems like you find people easier when you share your traumas, which is not a bad thing. But when that's your life, from my perspective, that's a low vibrational thing. I don't want to live my traumas. That's why I finally forgave my parents, because I was sick and tired of living my traumas, living my past. You know, I'm this new person. I was born into the light, and I don't think about that. I rarely think about that. I was from the flames, and I grew from my experience, and I forgave them for their actions, and I thanked them for helping make me the strong adult that I am today. And I thanked them for helping me remember that I'm a starseed, that I'm here for a reason, and that I'm on a journey. And I would have never remembered this unless I went through that, and that, and that, and that. And then living in that trauma, I met a lot of my teachers that guided me from the path I was on. And they offered me a new path, a new map, life map to walk. And it was my choice to stay on this path of being the woe is me, I was an abused child, to shift over here and learn how to meditate, to learn what meditation was, to learn how to become consciously aware of myself, to learn about myself. Who am I? Truly, who am I? Am I that traumatized child, that abused, traumatized child? Like, who am I? I'm more than that child. And I learned that on the multiple paths I took. I'm still learning. I'm still on a journey. I'll be on a journey until I exit this avatar, this skin suit. So I've been introduced to different realities and different programs and different levels and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, I thank them for helping me remember that I'm a starseed, that I'm on a solo journey, and that I chose them to help me remember so that I can continue my soul journey and learn to teach and heal. So what frequency are you in? Are you mindful? What frequency, what vibration are you in? I don't know what I'm trying to ask you. What are you mindful of? I think that's what I'm trying to ask you. What frequency are you in? Are you practicing being aware? Are you mindful? Do you care about the people in your life that are around you, even strangers? Do you hold the door open for people when they're trying to come into the store? Do you smile at them? Do you say good morning? Are you being mindful? You could be aware, person, but do you acknowledge them with kindness? What vibration do you hold? You can ask yourself that. What vibration do I hold? What am I feeling right now? You can ask yourself that multiple times a day. Life force. You are divine. You are a godling. I tell you this in all my videos. You're a godling. You're a fractal of source. Being a fractal of source means you were created by God, your God, whatever it is that you believe in. We don't all believe in the same thing. That's why I say that. Because I definitely don't believe in the dude that's up in the cloud holding the, like Father Time, Merlin looking dude. I feel like that's what religious people, I don't know why I have that image in my head. Was that like taught to me when I went to church with my friends? I don't know. It's like an old Jesus in the sky that just grew into looking like Merlin or Moses. Anyways, that's not what I believe in. But some people hold that image that God is a man. That's, I'm not trying to be judgy or anything, but women create. Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, energy. Energy. Positive, negative. A thought just popped in my head. You can't, if you have a lamp and say I'm the lamp. I don't know. I'm getting this imagery right now. I'm the lamp and I have no energy within me unless you plug in your male adapter into the female part in the wall to create energy to travel up through the wires to make the lamp turn on. That just popped up in my head right now. Talking about the life force. So maybe that means something. The universe is trying to send us a message. Positive, negative, male, female. Anyways. You're a fractal of source. So just remember that you, no matter what it is that you believe in, what God, creator, what it means to you. Just know that you do have a higher power of energy, a divine power of energy running through your body from source, from some source. It's source energy. Your life or your life force. It's source energy is your life force from your creator or God. You have intuition, which is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. We all have intuition. Some of us are just better at tapping into it than others. Some of us are more advanced, but we all have it. It's built into your blueprint. The higher your vibrational frequency is, the more you are able to comprehend, because you're allowing a greater form of life force, a greater form of you through your mind and body, holding a high vibration and radiating love, unconditional and non-judgmental love. That raises the consciousness of all those who come into contact with you. We are all connected. We all have the power to change. We all have the power to change the world. We are connected. We are one. We're just different versions of ourselves. You just have to tune your frequency a little bit to the vibration and the frequency that you want to resonate in. Your emotions are energy in motion. Your emotions determine what vibration you are picking up on and what frequency you are resonating in. You could think of a vibration in terms of negative and positive because there are billions of frequencies in those ranges, high to low. But it's important that you are able to distinguish what negative, I don't know why I said negative, like I point at myself, negative, what negative and positive vibrations are. You have to check in with yourself. Maybe that's what it is. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to check in with myself. What vibration am I? Am I negative? I. Who am I? What am I? That's why I'm going like this. Where's my heart vibrating? What frequency am I sending out? So you have to check in with yourself to be conscious of what you feel, throughout the whole day, every day. Because we may experience sadness due to something like losing someone that you love, and we may cry, and that may put us in or be a lower vibration, lower frequency, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that that is a negative vibration. Just because I'm mourning somebody that I lost might lower my vibe and make me sad, but it doesn't mean that I'm negative or being negative. Unless, of course, it's followed by another emotion of hate or regret or something along those lines. Then, of course, that sadness, those tears falling, low vibration, would turn into a negative vibration because it was followed by the emotion of hate, regret. So it's all about self-awareness, and that's what you need to pay attention to. You can determine what is a negative or a positive vibration by how you feel. If you feel an emotion that does not feel good, that is a low or negative vibration. If you feel an emotion that feels good, that is a biochemical indication that you are in a high vibration or a positive vibration. And something that feels good to me may feel bad for you. We're not the same. Yes, we are one, but we're experiencing two different realities. Okay? That's why you shouldn't judge people, because we're all here having an individual journey, experiencing something different. Okay? What creates emotion? What makes us feel? It's our thinking. Our thoughts make us feel. Your emotions reflect your thoughts. That's why it's best to not watch the news or anything that will put your thinking into a fear vibration. Now, I'm telling you guys that, yeah, I like to watch Viking movies. I like to watch a lot of medieval movies. But I think that it boils down to self-awareness. I don't like I used to love Freddy Krueger, right? But I can't watch that now. I don't like it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. It makes my heart start to beat fast. I feel the low vibes bringing my body down, and I can feel everything inside my body changing. I could feel even my chakras start to slow down, and it puts me in a state of fear, even though I know it's not real. The visual is programming me to feel fear, and I don't like it anymore, even though I know it's fake. But when I watch like the Viking movies and stuff like that, I view it differently. Anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there because I'm not telling you guys not to watch, like, if you're into like thrillers and stuff like that. I'm not trying to change what you guys like. But listen, it's what makes you feel good, right? So don't change because I like this and I like that, and I'm telling you this and I'm telling you that. It's literally whatever you're doing in life. If you gotta ask yourself, does this make me feel good or does this make me feel bad? Does this make me feel happy or does this make me feel scared and sad? And if it does, and you're being self-aware, then don't do those things that make you feel scared or sad. That's simple. Okay? So I don't like to watch the news because that's all entertainment and it's all literally fear porn just to make you scared of whatever war they're trying to initiate. You can call me delusional if you want to. I don't feel like we're in a war. I feel like I'm living on a planet that it's balanced. And like COVID didn't bother me. I didn't lose my job. I didn't get the vaccine. I'm pure blood. None of that was forced onto me. That wasn't my reality because I wasn't living in that reality because I refused to watch the news and have the news program and instill that into me and make me believe that that was my reality. I shopped at Walmart, bought my groceries, didn't wear a mask, didn't follow the stupid 6-foot rule or the arrows that make you walk one way or another. I wandered the aisles like I normally do. And I didn't get sick. Anyways, you're the creator. So I never put myself in the what if that happens to me scenario, because that's putting yourself in the scenario or the vibration of fear. Thoughts are vibrations. That's why it's important to watch your thoughts. Be conscious of what you are thinking. Check in with your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts think for you. That's why people hate going into meditation and they say that they don't know how to meditate. Be self-aware. Meditation is a great way to pay attention to your thoughts. Even though people say it's too hard to meditate because it's all they do is think, and they can't control their thoughts. But meditation is training you. You have to be patient because you've been programmed for however old you are. If you are like me, I'm 44 Earth years old, and I learned how to meditate in my late 30s. Had no patience for it, but I didn't give up. I just found different ways to do it that felt good for me. And I learned how to observe a thought. I learned how to control my thoughts. And I was the one that was making it more difficult than it literally had to be. So meditation's a great way to help you pay attention to your thoughts. When you are a thinker and you're trying to meditate and learn how to meditate, and you know that you're thinking and you're like, oh, I'm thinking what I'm going to wear tomorrow. I got to work. I got to this. I got to pay this bill. I got to blah, 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 blah. Whatever it's doing to you, it's driving you crazy, right? Acknowledge the thought. Just be like, yes, I got to work tomorrow. Yes, I got to pay my phone bill. Acknowledge that thought. And then let them go. Acknowledge the thought. Let it go. Let it go. Or change them. You can change a thought to something else, from a negative to a positive. Force it if you have to. We want to be in control of what we think. You want to be in control of what you think. Don't let your thoughts think for you. We are in control of what we think consciously. And we want to be in control of what thoughts we are thinking about that causes us to feel good or bad. If you want to increase your vibration, you have to choose thoughts that make you feel emotionally good. Nothing is more important than the thoughts you are thinking or paying attention to or focusing on. This is what enables a person to maintain and hold a super high frequency. For me, it looks like this. Sometimes going outside and looking at my rose bushes, which I think I planted like 10 or 11 of them, plant rose bushes around my house. So I go outside and I look at my rose bushes that I planted and I smell them and I observe them. I grew them. Like, oh, wow, I grew you. You're beautiful. You smell good. You're so big. And I look at all the leaves and I'm like, wow, I planted this and it grew from this to this thing that's bigger than me. And that's what I think to myself. I even talk to my rose bushes. And I think, wow, they're so beautiful. And then that brings me joy. You know, that brings me joy to think that thought about the roses that I grew. It's literally that simple. Or if I want to raise my vibe, I go through my memory files in my brain, in my mind, and I will recall old memories that brought me joy from the past. Or I just do things that I enjoy. And I practice being mindful. I practice gratitude. Usually I do the gratitude. Well, sometimes I'm grateful while I'm doing things throughout the day, and I meet people and stuff like that. I'm grateful for certain moments. But at night, I lay in bed before I go to bed and I'll be like, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that. And then I'll just run through a list of everything that I did in the day or the week and say that I am grateful for X, Y, Z. And then I say things like, I'm grateful that I can, see, I'm grateful that I can hear, I'm grateful that I can feel, I'm grateful that I can walk, I'm grateful that I'm healthy. And I have certain moments. And I'm grateful for the certain moments that I have with people. And that raises my vibration. That makes me feel good to be grateful. Try it. See if that works for you. So there are no rules to this life that you live. There's no rules to this life. You just do what makes you feel good, whatever that is for you. So while interacting with people who hold a super low frequency, you cannot focus on things that cause you to feel bad and hold a high vibration. You must focus on things that cause you to feel good to hold a high vibration. Because where focus goes, energy flows. If you're hanging out with people that are, crappy, they're in a crappy mood, they're going to put you in a crappy mood. It's like an infection. It's an energy infection. When that happens to me and I'm around people that are like crappy, I leave. I leave the room or the situation. And if I'm with like my spouse or kids, I go to a different room in my house, or I go for a walk, or I go out in the yard, or I go for a drive somewhere, so that I'm not infected with that vibe. You are in charge of your tuning, of what you are tuning into. It's a little difficult when you have a family dynamic that can lower your vibration pretty easily. Also, it's a little difficult and challenging if you're at work. It could be very challenging. I do understand that it can get very challenging to tune. And that's where boundaries come in with your family and at work. That's where you have to stand up for yourself and create boundaries. You literally got to draw a line in the sand and put your foot down and be firm and create these boundaries. what you will accept, and what you won't accept. When you work with lots of people or deal with the public, it can be hard. That's why grounding is important, or you will lose your shit. I just say now when I experience crappy people, I'm like, oh, he's having a bad day. Oh, he's definitely learning a lesson. I wonder if he got it or if he's getting it. You know, I dialogue with myself a lot because I have an understanding that, you know, this life is a journey and we're going through a lot of learning and healing. And some people just don't know that they're going through learning and healing. And I know that I'm going through learning and healing. So I don't affect their learning and healing. Did I say it right? I don't let their learning and healing process affect my vibe. I acknowledge that they're going through something and I'm like, ha, good luck with that, buddy. It's a journey. Not to say that I don't slip and I'd be like, you know, fuck you too, if I'm being flipped off or passed in my car. You know, I'm not Miss Perfect. I'm still here having this human experience. But I'm a lot better now than I was a few years ago. I'm different. Definitely I'm different. You are the creator of your reality. Your vibe attracts your tribe. So you can attract the tribe that you want to be around in your family, in your friend circle, and at work. Because you're the creator. You created the reality that you're living in. As I know that sounds difficult, and you may not get it yet, but there will be a time in your life, on your path, that will make perfect sense to you. It may not make sense to you now. Maybe I'll do a video on how to navigate that, but ultimately I can't teach you how to have your experience. I can share advice on how to navigate it a little bit to help you get it. Because I remember when I was on my journey looking for videos like this, and back then they didn't have videos like this because spirituality, talking about it wasn't something that people did. It wasn't like the cool thing. People weren't out about this. So maybe I'll make a note of that and try to get that video, you know, in the works on how to navigate working with people and creating boundaries and holding a high vibration and stuff like that. Because I literally had to do it when I worked. I don't have to work now with people or anybody. It's 12:11. Damn, this video is an hour long. It's 11:11 the last time I showed you guys. Anyways, I do understand that this is easier said than done. If you are new to all of this, patience and intention and knowing and putting in the work in on yourself will get you to where you need to be and where you want to be. Confirmation. I know that, you know, that information is very vague to say. And again, when I was new to all of this, it was irritating to hear people say, you know, that kind of stuff to me. I wanted results like this. Quick. I wanted a quick fix. I now understand what they were telling me, and I now understand what they meant when they said it's a journey. It's a journey to get here. It truly is a journey to get here. So a lot of things in this video today you may not have understood, but you will. Give yourself time to navigate this journey that you're on. There's a lot of things that may not make sense to you at this moment, but they will. Create a journal. Creating a journal will be very helpful for you. It'll help you learn a lot about yourself and about this journey that you're on. For me, I had to work on myself and make all the changes that I talked about in this video today and vibrate in a frequency I felt good in, that felt good for me. And learn how to tune, and it took me many, many, many years to tune, and I'm still trying to figure out tuning. I got a little bit, but I'm still working on the tuning. And yeah, so I haven't mastered it yet, but I'm working on it. I got the concept of it. I know what to do, and I'm doing it. I have an understanding, and I'm better at it. Now, please understand this. This is a journey, and you have to do the shadow work, and you have to walk through the dark to get to the light. It's all a learning process. It's the reason that you are here on Gaia, here watching this video, to learn and grow so that you can glow. And sometimes it just sucks. It sucks like hell sometimes. So remember, where focus goes, energy flows. So tune your thoughts. Tune your thoughts. Be aware of your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts think for you. Be in control of what you're thinking about. Be in control of what you're feeling. Side note, this is why learning to ground yourself is important, so you can train yourself to be more aware and to protect your energy from low vibrational energy, from life around you. Not just life, but people around you. You cannot allow negative energy to penetrate the rainbow wall of light that surrounds your body. Hi, my daughter just walked in. You are many spectrums of light that create you. So ask yourself, what light waves do you want to surf? Change my location. My family's home. You wouldn't believe how many times, how many times I've recorded this video, like moving around the house and pausing and coming back. So I'm outside. It's gonna storm. Anyways, let's wrap this video up. Where did I leave off? I guess what I want to say to you guys is, if you're currently in a fear vibration that has you focused on negative, I don't know if this sitting outside was smart or not, because trucks are going by and they're noisy. But if you're currently in a fear vibration that has you focused on negative thoughts, the best thing to do is meditate. I know that still may sound cliche to some people, but meditate. But honestly, it's a great way to tune into a different frequency. It's not that hard to do. It's all about being in the moment. It's so easy. You do not have to make meditation difficult. I mean, it's literally this easy. Just, go find a quiet place, or any place. You can even go sit in a noisy place. Okay? And just close your eyes in whatever place you choose to sit in. Just close your eyes and be in the moment. And then you ask yourself, what do I hear? And then pause and listen. Then ask yourself, what do I feel? And then pause and feel. Are your toes cold? Are they warm? Is your body buzzing? Are you seeing colors with your eyes closed? Are you feeling like a tingling vibration on your skin? What are you experiencing? Do you see images in your eyes when they're closed? I know I just asked you if you saw colors, but do you see like eyes? Sometimes I see eyes, like different creature eyes. I see different beings. Sometimes I see scenery. It's raining now. Sometimes you'll just see orbs and different color orbs of light, you know, swirling around your eyes. And you can do this. You can sit in that moment. You can sit in that moment for like 10 minutes. Give yourself 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes. No, unless you want to cover it. It should be, hopefully. Sorry. Sit in that moment for 10 to 15 minutes. Breathe. It's pouring. I was getting rained on. And then just breathe. Put your hands over your heart like this. And thank your heart for beating another day. Thank your body for the opportunity it's given you to live another day and feel and hear and think and smell. When we're meditating or being mindful and practicing awareness, I don't know why I can't say the word. We're alternatively stepping into what's called the observing mind. That is without judgment, without criticizing your thoughts. You just sit there and remove yourself from your thoughts. Woo, lightning. And observe your thoughts. Ooh, that scared me. Made me jump. I felt it here. I don't know if you guys can hear it as loud as I did, and it was so loud that it reverberated through my chest. After I just told you to place your hands on your heart, I felt that in my heart space. So remove yourself from judgment. And just observe your thoughts. Observe them. When you observe something without judgment, what you are doing is you're just looking at the thought. I love it. You're not really investing in the thought. And when we invest in a thought, what we're doing is attaching to that idea of being true or untrue. So don't attach to your thoughts. When you're watching your thoughts, it's not about whether they're, true or untrue. They're just thoughts. You don't have to put so much into it. They're just thoughts. So you're watching them go by like clouds. Ultimately, that's what you want to think of your thoughts of, like clouds. They're like clouds going through your mind. Observe them. Wow, that was a big lightning. I love a storm. If I stand this way, I know the lighting is bad, but the lighting in my video the whole time has been bad, so maybe you'll see a lightning strike. Maybe you'll see me get struck. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Bad joke. But your thoughts are like clouds in your mind. You're going to observe them and you're going to be like, wow, that's such a beautiful thought. Or that's an interesting thought. And then you're going to push it away. Like, bye-bye cloud. Bye-bye cloud in the sky. You acknowledge it and then you just let it go. It's like meeting an acquaintance on the street. You acknowledge them, you say hello to them, but you don't stop and chat. You just smile and nod your head and you just keep going. You acknowledge them, but you're not stopping to invest in their energy. And that's what you want to do with your thoughts. Say, hey thought, what's up? Have a great day. And then you send it on your way. I'm going to give you some suggestions as how to raise your vibration. But I'm going to give you those suggestions in another video because this one is well over an hour long and it's going to put me into editing hell to put all the videos I had to pause together. So I will make a little note to myself to create a video to go over the 10 things I was going to tell you guys how to raise your vibration. It's not like I haven't told you before, so if you're part of my soul family and you've been here and you've listened and watched my videos, then you probably already know what I'm going to tell you. But if you're new and you can't wait, just scroll through my YouTube and go watch some old videos from back in 2015, 16. And while you're watching old videos and waiting, I'll put out a new video with new content on how to raise your vibration. And it'll be short because it'll just be 10 things, which will probably turn into an hour video. I'm not even going to lie. All right, soul fam, I love you. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Practice awareness. Awareness is key. No judgment. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge others. Life is not the same for everyone. We all see it differently. So you may not like it how your children, your parents, your spouse, the people you hang out with view you or your life, but it doesn't matter. This is your life, and you control your vibration, you control your energy, you control your frequency. So do what feels good for you. I love you.